What is the frequency of those good men and women that live according to the words like, my help shall only come from the heavens, words like, I shall depend on nobody else but my God, you know? Now, knowing this thing, reading this thing, and living according to this is a completely different things, chosen. You know what I'm saying? We've established the fact that life is lived subconsciously. You know? I remember one time, I was at a zoo. And then I would see a lion, like, he was like chilling like this. And then I threw something at it. And then that lion turned around and looked at me. And then he came full force charging at me. You know what I'm saying? When I saw that, I was like, wow, that is a beast. And now part of the reason why I thought that is because that lion didn't hesitate. You know what I mean? He was so confident in his abilities, and I was like, yeah, that is a beast that knows himself. You know what I'm saying? Guys, when you live your life according to a principle of one thing that you believe in, you know what I mean? Then that shows in your behavior, in your character, and in who you are. You know what I mean? What is the frequency of the chosens that depend on themselves and their God? And guys, today is Wednesday, and this is how to change your frequency video. Let's go. Yeah. Oh my God. This is amazing, man. Hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego Within. Chosens, if you haven't subscribed by now, you're missing out. Check me out on Insta at Awaken the Ego. The link's on the channel. Guys, today is Wednesday, which means today is a day for frequencies. Now, the purpose for these videos is to help you vibrate on that level so you can be merged with everything, and everything that lives on that vibration also wants you back. And this week, I want to shed a light on what is the frequency of those good men and women, people of God, aka chosen ones, you know what I mean, that are fully trusted, their God, and depend on their God and live their lives according to thy will. You know what I mean? Let me just say this. For those who this secret have been revealed to them, then they are the most blessed of all, and shall live their lives in abundance. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, guys. Now, what is the first frequency, or what is the first behavior or character of those that have fully put their trust in their God and in themselves, within themselves, is that they never interfere with nature. You know what I'm saying? They know they are part of nature. They simply surrender to nature. You know what I'm saying? There's no big statement that states that you don't have a trust in your God than, than not trusting nature, not blending in with the nature. You know what I mean? Guys, the moment you interfere with nature, understand that, like, you ain't chosen. You know what I'm saying? That is the best way I can put it. There's certain groups of people that talk about, oh, they want to go to the moon, they want to colonize Mars. You know what I mean? In my opinion, guys, those are people that are not depending on the God. And those are people that are simply that are interfering with nature. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that certain people don't have abilities to do great, great things, but there's a reason why we are created on this earth. You know what I mean? Now, you interfering with nature shows that you don't really have a full trust in your God, in yourself, and most importantly, it shows that you live your life in fear. Which leads us to the next point. When you depend on your God chosen, it's like fear vanishes out of your life. It's like fear doesn't exist. It's like fear doesn't live here no more. You know what I mean? When you live your life in fear, it means that you have not really trusted in your God and you have not really trusted the process. It means that you don't have faith. I'm understanding that now, but back then I didn't understand this. You know what I mean? All this trip to the moon, all these things, guys, the fear of like death. Chosen ones know they'll be infinite. You know what I'm saying? We have an ability to travel to different worlds within ourselves, and that is the way nature intends it to be. You know what I'm saying? Man, one of the most important things that I admire about my people is like, it's like I'm so proud to be born amongst these people is that they are so good with nature. They never interfere with nature, even though they've been in this world more than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're the first people of this world. They stayed true to themselves and they stayed with nature. And really praise be to God for that, really. You know what I mean? Going back to the point, guys. When you have God within you, when you know God, when you have seen the glory of the living Father within you, and most importantly, when you know that everything happens according to the will of your God, you know what I mean? Like, then there's no fear. Fear doesn't exist. Fear is an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Good men and women that have fully accepted their God within their hearts, it's like their eyes is fixed on the things that is unseen. That is my favorite one, by the way. They say the things of this world, the material works, they say, is the work of the devil. Not to say they would not like indulge from time to time, but they never let it define them. Most of them don't even want anything to do with it because they have seen the glory of the living Father within themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they've also seen the power of the God that has never failed them, ever. You know what I mean? There's nothing that says you don't trust in your God, that I'm putting and placing important things on the things that is seen. Like material things, like, chosen, when you awaken, when you see the glory of the living Father within you, you're gonna see those joys of this world as something that is like so small that you cannot even believe that you have placed so much importance on this ones. You know what I mean? That's why we always promote chosen ones be alone, chosen ones be alone. You know what I mean? That is because we know chosen ones, you live your life, like metaphysically speaking, like beyond the body, which is things that is not seen. And which you will see once you keep living in that. But now it takes trust in your God to live in that. You know what I'm saying? To live in that process that is not seen until it's seen. Wow. That's why, chosen, like, people cannot believe how we do the things that we do. People just look at you with admiration and surprise. They say, wow, how did you do this? How did you get here? How did you make it here? Because chosen, or people of God, they live their lives from the point of things that is not seen, but most important things that is felt. You know what I mean? The secret of life that is revealed to us, chosen. This is the reason why we are the sons of a living Father, is that we shine so bright within ourselves so that we can infect anything with our love, most importantly. Well, I've got the whip on me. You know what I mean? But you can only do this when you put your things that is not seen. Oh, look at this Rabbit. Man, I haven't seen Rabbit in a while. They're coming back now. Hello, Rabbit. Yeah, she doesn't want no company. You know? Once you taste of this, like, inside world, that you put your eyes on like, in the things that is not seen, and now you feel with this, like, you're filled with this emotion, like, so heavily within you. Then now you're trusting, like, yourself, you're trusting God, and you're trusting, like, your abilities, like, and then you are finally understanding yourself also, like, what your nature is truly. Do you realize the world always wants you to put your attention on the things that is seen? You know what I mean? Guys, the moment you do this is the moment you lost. The moment you are gonna go against things that is not, like, you're not meant for. You know what I mean? See, the thing about God and the thing about this world, this is the main difference, I can tell you this. You see how God gives us everything freely and abundantly. You know what I'm saying? As long as we trust in the process, we trust in ourselves and our abilities, that, and we also know that, like, we are the images of God that is here. We are a representation of God. So the gods, like our God, like, that is within us, they give us everything freely and abundantly, like, even more than we expect. But once you turn your attention on the things that are seen, things of this world, like material things, like, they make you struggle just to get this. Like, it's like suffering. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like it's like you say you have to do all these things, like, it's pay the price, tell yourself to the devil. This is what I really mean. But when you are the chosen ones, this doesn't apply to you. You know what I'm saying? This does not apply to you, guys. You are different. You're a different breed. You simply live your life in a different manner. You simply live your life in the way of the heavens. I'm walking through these woods, and I don't know where I'm walking. Let me keep on walking through there and see what's in there. Okay, chosen ones. Today is Wednesday, and this is how to change your frequency video. Oh, look at this. Somebody stabbed this tree. Okay. All right. See you guys.